This episode of The Skirt is brought to you by Archive, your favorite place to shop secondhand designer bags and accessories. The future is vintage.
It's not a big deal.
We're literally just talking.
We're just talking.
We're just having, this is like irrelevant. We could just not even post
We're
it.
just sitting right here.
We're just
That's
having.
so true.
Okay. Welcome to The Skirt. I'm Sam.
I'm Kinsley.
Welcome back.
This is episode 2, which is insane.
2 of many.
2 of so many.
Yeah. I already feel like we're both so much more like ready. We came prepared. We have a script. We have plans.
Last time was good.
Show.
I probably spent 2 entire days.
Whole days.
We filmed for over 3 hours.
Yeah. Gabbing.
We're not going to do that today.
Absolutely not.
I mean, we could.
We could film for like 6 hours probably and just like talk about random stuff.
We've never done this before.
Mhm.
I've never edited a podcast before, so I was so terrified that it was never going to come out.
Well, I think you did a great job for the first one. I think it's super cute.
Thank you to our 31 subscribers.
Which is insane.
It's crazy.
And 400 views
Over 400
on the first video.
by
Like,
just a few.
was absolutely not expecting that. When you sent me the subscribers and the view count, I was legitimately stunned. I mean, whether they liked it or not, I mean, it's exciting.
It might sound like a small number, but
That's a lot.
it's so many.
That's way, 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 way more than I expected.
Yeah.
Comment, topics, any questions you want us to talk about, you can DM us. Like, please talk to us. Tell us things that you want to hear.
Yep.
Whether it's like so random, it doesn't have to be about fashion, doesn't have to be about design.
Literally comment whatever
Like
you
anything.
want. Ask us anything.
If you disagree with us,
Please. That's actually
Yes.
most important, I think.
roast us in the chat. I won't be offended.
Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah,
We really want your feedback. We want it to be sort of a collective conversation.
for sure.
So put your input in if you feel like it.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this episode, I guess it's cool, maybe it's not cool, but it's coming out on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So it's
Oh,
Wednesday right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Comes out on Friday.
Okay.
And tomorrow is Galentine's Day, as it were.
Is that official? Like it's the day before Valentine's Day is Galentine's Day?
I think so. We're going to talk about that. We actually have so many things on the docket today. So we're going to talk about this like silly little holiday. Probably more Galentine's than Valentine's Day. I think
More fun.
we like it a little more.
We care more.
It's more important to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to discuss love languages, brand collabs. There's all kinds of things. Compatibility.
Zodiac,
We're going to have a little zodiac
which I
chat.
know you're excited about.
We're going to talk about pairs that
Yeah.
go together.
Yeah.
And then, okay, I think we're also going to play, and we should just start off with it because it's fun.
Sure.
We're going to play Mary.
Yes.
So
That's like one of my most excited things for today.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm pumped about that.
also, guys, don't come for us when we don't say every time.
We're just trying to be responsible girlies.
There's no reason that most of you would know this, but if you say the F word a certain number of times in your YouTube video, it's less likely to be pushed out. And so we love the word.
It will be hard for me not to say it because I do feel like it's really like a huge part of my vocabulary.
Mine too.
I don't even notice and I say it a lot, but I honestly think it's for the best.
Yeah.
I think it's for the best.
We're going to try to keep it to a minimum. So we might say bang.
Yeah.
Which feels silly. Or we might say F. Just don't laugh at us. We're not trying to be PG. We're just trying to like make this work.
Yeah.
So that's
Fine.
what we're going to do.
I think F.
I think F.
F, as we're saying it now, F kind of sounds like maybe that's what I want to go with.
Yeah.
F,
Okay,
marry,
cool.
kill.
I love it. And if you disagree or you think that's stupid, then comment it in the chat.
Please. In the chat. It's not a chat.
Comment it in
We're used to saying that because of whatnot, though.
the thread. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will respond.
Yeah. Should we shout out really quick Archive, where we're filming our
For
little
sure.
studio? We are at Archive. They are our sponsor. Follow them on whatnot, on Instagram, on TikTok, on all the places. And you'll hear a little video from them at some point as well.
Yeah. If you didn't watch the first episode, go back and watch it. I think this one
Or
will be a little more succinct and a little more fun. But you'll definitely hear the sponsor ad there. You'll hear it again here. It might be a little different. I might change it up this time. The other thing is we also have an Instagram. So I'll put those on the screen. You can follow The Skirt at this handle. And you can also follow Archive at this handle. Go follow us on Instagram. A lot of updates, a lot of inspiration. Also, if you're here because you love pre-loved designer and luxury, that is the place to go. Archives a shop. We sell secondhand, blah, blah, blah. You'll learn about it. You'll hear about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go to that and subscribe on YouTube. Even if you're not like a YouTuber by nature, then still just hit the subscribe button. It really helps us out.
It will help a lot.
Please
do.
Yeah. Okay, F, Mary, should we give it a go?
Let's go into it. What's our first one?
Okay, the first one we have on the list is Donatella Versace, Karl Lagerfeld, and Vivienne Westwood.
Okay, can I pick yours? Because I feel like I know what you're going to pick.
I'm certain that you do.
And, okay, well, there's something that's well, I'll just say, obviously you're going to marry Vivienne Westwood.
My beloved.
I personally think you're going to Donatella Versace and Karl Lagerfeld.
You're completely correct.
Okay, because that's what I would pick.
I was thinking about this earlier, and I was like, is Donatella really problematic?
No, and Karl is.
Karl is super problematic, so he was the obvious. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Donatella is hot.
She's hot, and also, like, has kind of always been true to herself. Like, just always been a little baddie.
For sure.
Definitely would F Donatella.
Okay, I agree.
I like knew we would be on the same page, so that was a good start.
Okay. Mob wife, clean girl, office siren, F, Mary. What do you think saying on YouTube this many times is like that?
Should we say FMK?
Should we say F, Mary, Chop?
F, Mary, Chop. Chop's kind of fun.
Chop is good.
Okay, we can switch to Chop.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to marry Office Siren because I think that is my vibe. A little more like cleaner cut, like, I don't know. I just feel like dress pants and like a blazer. That's Office Siren, right?
Yeah, it's like this 90s corporate style. You know, it's like the skinny eyeglasses and the sleek hair. I guess not always sleek hair. But it's tailoring, I would say.
I'm going to marry that. I'm going to 100% marry that. And then the other ones were clean girl, mob wife. Okay, I'm chopping clean girl and I'm effing mob wife.
Okay.
That's my take.
Mine too.
Yeah, I think that's solid.
I cannot stand, if I'm being honest, the reason I put these on here is because I hate them.
Yeah.
Not all of them. I don't mean I hate them for what they are, but like
putting them in a category.
Yes, yeah. I hate the idea of these categories of like aesthetic sense. Because really, if you're a person who loves fashion and style, or if you're not, or whatever, you're different ones all the time.
And you have all of those in your closet. Like,
for sure.
When you are like, oh, I want to be mob wife, and then you go and buy all this stuff for mob wife, and then 2 months later, it's not in style anymore. Like, that's not sustainable.
Yeah, and it's also weird.
Yeah.
Like I mean, sometimes it's not. If someone has a style and they really like hit it to the helm, then that's cool and fun, and I love that. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's like bizarre to put our style senses in such strict categories.
And like cosplaying.
Or like personified categories.
Yeah, it's like costumey.
Yeah.
It can be. Yeah.
Which I love. I love to like dress for a theme every once in a while and just fully do it right up. But I never want to be, I would never go out and be like, I'm mob wife.
I'm mob wife now. Yeah, I agree. Okay, we're on the same page there.
Yeah. And I think I wanted to say this about clean girl too. It's a fallacy.
I don't like that one. That one feels more like judgmental to me.
It's like dirty to say it.
Yeah.
I'm a clean, what?
No, and there was actually a lot of like conversation about that. I remember when clean girl was really big because it's like, this is unattainable, first of all. And it's essentially being like, okay, you have clean hair, you have good skin, like all of these things were the people who are posting clean girl aesthetic. Like, it's very like they're excluding people.
It's very hierarchical.
Yes.
Which I think makes it feel so icky.
Yeah.
Who are you to call yourself?
Oh, you're clean.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that is ick. Doubt it. That is ick. Yeah, super weird. Okay.
That's fun.
We're same there.
Yeah. Right. Okay, what's our next one?
I want to do flare jeans, barrel jeans, skinny jeans.
Okay.
You go.
You know what's interesting? Skinny jeans I keep seeing online that they're coming back.
They're kind of back.
I'm interested I like seeing how people style them because every once in a while I do come across a thing where I'm like, wait, this is really cute.
Okay, but
I
did see something though. Someone posted on Instagram or somewhere, and they were like, skinny jeans aren't back if you're only wearing them with boots. Like, that doesn't count. You know what I mean? Like, if you're wearing them with tall boots. Because it's just, like, hiding the skinny jean. Like, unless you can style the skinny jean with, like, a flat, then I feel like they're not back.
Or a heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Skinny jeans might never have not been in, but besides the point.
Give me your F for those three.
Okay, for me personally, it's going to be F skinny jeans. I think I'm a person who likes baggier silhouettes anyways. At least right now, I tend to lean towards that. So
You would them?
Oh,
You mean
I would kill them.
I was like, oh my God.
Those were synonymous in my head.
Yeah.
I would kill them.
Yes.
Because it doesn't fit. I like to be comfortable. And then I guess this is really tough because I do think barrel jeans are really cute and I think they look good on everyone. I know that they became this like really big micro trend. That makes me want to say F them.
I was leaning F barrel jeans, but I don't know. I don't know yet.
Maybe marry flares because flares are always in. They'll always be in.
Yeah.
They're good forever. And they're just like a tried and true.
I think flare is a solid marry. But then again, is skinny jean a marry? I don't know. I was excited. For some reason, at this specific moment, I have beef with barrel jeans.
Okay.
That's fair. And I don't know why.
That might be out.
But I don't know. This is a very hard one. This is a hard one for me. And it shouldn't be. It's jeans.
Well, I don't know. I think if what I'm most likely to wear in this moment is a barrel jean. Again, I know they're really trendy. I think they look so cool on everyone.
They do. I should have put baggy jeans in the mix.
Baggy jeans, automatic marry.
That's an automatic. But that's like a marry F. That's like all of them.
Yeah, except for.
Okay, I think we can solidify. I'm fine with skinny jeans. We'll F the barrel jeans because they're hot. They're in.
They're cute.
And then the flare jeans are a solid marry.
B-Sides does a really good barrel jean. They might have been like one of the first like modern brands to do a barrel jean. I think they're so cute when they do them. I don't know.
Yeah. No, they're cute. I've seen them cute so many times. It's not like they're ugly.
Yeah.
It's just like a thing that I'm like, this is everywhere.
That's what
I hate it that everyone's wearing them.
We're going to get into that. When something is loved by everyone, do we like it less? And I think the answer is yes. But that's a topic for later in the evening.
This is one that you are going to have a hot take on, I feel like.
Yeah. Maybe.
The real.
Oh,
Vestiaire. Fashion file. F, marry, chop.
Okay. Off the bat, I'm effing the real.
Okay.
That might at first sound controversial.
Yep.
But I have found really good things on there. However, they're not reliable.
Yep.
I've also been burned.
Yep.
So what started off as a really cool, great thing that I sometimes find things on and love can also be a bit.
But that's like a toxic relationship in a way that is the perfect F.
Exactly.
It's like a one night stand.
Like when it's good, it's good. But when it's bad, it's really bad. And sometimes it's fake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Many times.
Many times.
Many fakes.
So that's my F. I'm going to marry Vestiaire because I think it has an edge to it. It's got like a little funk.
Okay.
And I also like the fact that Vestiaire has a broader net as far as designers included, whereas I think Fashion File doesn't have that.
That's true.
Like, I want to be able to go on there and get more niche finds, right? Like, this is kind of the reason why F the real is because I can go on there and get like Gimagwas or Deji or Eades or something like that I don't think I could find on Fashion File, so I'm going to chop it.
Okay, when you put it that way, I do completely understand. My original thought was marry Fashion File purely because as far as like marketing branding as a company is being run, I feel like they're like on it.
They have a legit operation.
Like that is like someone who would be very like a sturdy partner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just very, I have their shit together.
Totally.
Like, so viewing it as like, I'm literally going to spend the rest of my life with you, I would marry Fashion File.
Okay.
But I agree it's not as interesting because there's only designer bags.
Uh-huh.
That's all they
Are
have.
there clothes on Fashion?
I can't say for sure,
Okay.
but I follow them and all I see is bags and like probably jewelry and watches and things like that.
Accessories.
But I don't see, and shoes. I do think they have shoes, but it's really just like the big designers,
Mm-hmm.
They have a ton of Hermes, a ton of Chanel. They have a crazy collection. I mean, it's sick, but yeah, definitely less of like the niche things that you would be looking for.
I wish that I would have put eBay on this list because I am eBay's #1 fan.
Yeah.
I love eBay. It would be marry immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, you want a rare baseball card? eBay.
Get it.
You need a car part?
Oh my God.
eBay.
We should have put Whatnot on here.
We should have put what on this.
Oh, that's funny. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we talked
I
about
would still pick eBay. I love Whatnot too.
Yeah. But I feel like Whatnot and eBay are kind of similar.
They are.
Like,
there's just no live feature on eBay.
Yeah.
And I love that eBay is like,
It's grungy.
it is. I love that about it.
It's a shit show.
It's like a tried and true.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Something about eBay is so nice. I spend hours on there. I've only ever been on things like 2 times though, and it gives me a heart attack every time. I'm really not a gambler.
Do they have things where you can like buy it right away?
Yes.
Oh,
and that's
okay.
normally how I experience eBay.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just not a gambler. I'm not a bidder.
No,
It's not in my nature.
it's stressful.
It's so stressful to me. And then the desire to win overcomes any realistic, logical notion. So that takes precedent, and that is really not a good place to be when you're bidding on stuff.
That's not a good place to be when you don't have like a ton of extra money to throw around.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, that's what Whatnot is.
I know.
And
That's
it's
why
scary. Yeah.
I can't do it, because
It's scary.
it will. I mean, the winning demon inside of me
No, I know. We're competitive.
will take over, and
Yeah.
I will spend money that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I'm simply not in a position to be taking those risks.
No.
Not yet.
No. Okay. Well, we can just say that if eBay were on there, it's like top of the list for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honorary mention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think we should do just really, really quick, even though this seems to have obvious answer, but a good one to end it on is Fendi, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, F, Mary, Chop.
This is actually a little hard.
Okay.
Fendi, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. Okay. I am going to slash Louis.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I'm going to marry Gucci
Mm-hmm.
and F Fendi.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I know your style.
Yeah.
Which I
I
love.
love Fendi. I'm obsessed with it. But I think realistically, with what I wear and like just my vibe, I think Gucci might be more the vibe. I'm like thinking like the timeless pieces, like the bamboo, the Jackie, like sleek silhouettes. I don't know. It's a little bit more, I feel like it's a little bit more mature and like classy in a way. Whereas Fendi is like fun, crazy, like obsessed with them, have a good time, good little night out.
Yep. Fendi is a good time.
That's my pick.
Okay. I love that. I think Gucci's clean lines more often than not. Timeless. So I see that. I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
A lot of like play with neutrals, like not in a boring way. Okay, yeah, I see that. I'm also gonna chop Louis Vuitton.
And you're gonna marry Fendi.
I am.
I figure.
I love Fendi. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. Vivian's my favorite.
I wasn't even gonna put that on there because
They did it.
it's too obvious.
Yeah.
It's like too easy for you.
I think the calf hair stuff from Fendi and the fur stuff, which that's a good conversation for another day, because I feel like the fur conversation must be had. We don't have to have it right now. It's a big.
Did that make it in? Did the fur make it in the last Okay.
No.
So yeah, we will have to have that conversation again.
I think it was buried in between a lot of
That's
like
okay.
he, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, no,
And it had to get chopped out.
that's a later conversation.
But it's a big conversation one I think we should have.
Agreed.
But I really like their fur pieces. Granted, I don't own and cannot imagine myself owning something from Fendi that I buy straight out the store.
Yeah, no.
Like everything that I own from Fendi is secondhand everything. I have like 2 things, 3 things.
Yeah, but
But it's secondhand.
Yeah.
And I also tend to love, I mean, I love the baguette. The baguette is here for a good time.
that's staying though. That's like a Mary bag.
That is a Mary bag. That's a forever fun
Yeah.
timepiece. But as far as Fendi clothing, I tend to really like it.
Okay, well, if we're talking clothing,
Mm-hmm.
then I would definitely pick Fendi over Gucci.
Okay,
To
fair.
marry.
Fair.
I'm thinking bags
Okay.
is why I picked Gucci
That's
to
totally
marry, but clothing,
Yeah.
absolutely. I
Yeah.
can't even think of Gucci clothing that I would wear.
I know, I'm trying to think. Some stuff is beautiful.
Yeah.
Some really classic pieces.
Mhm.
Some good sweaters, blazers.
Yeah.
Gucci also does great tailoring.
Yeah.
It's not surprising to me that you and I like so many of the same things. I feel like we're really compatible, which is for a lot of reasons. Obviously, we have our fun little differences, but even in order for something to be an F for me, an F, Mary Chop, that's so hard to think about saying everything.
I know. F Mary Chop.
There has to be compatibility. And because it's Valentine's Day and we're thinking about compatibility and we're thinking about duos, you and I are a duo. We're the skirt duo. Now would be a great time to talk about our signs.
Yeah.
And pairs.
Brand compatibility.
We talked about having a conversation around what brand is what sign.
Ooh.
Which I think we should do.
Yeah.
Also, I want to know for anyone who's watching and who is in to this fun little thing, comment yours. Because
Oh my God. Yes.
what if there was like this crazy happenstance where for some reason all the people who watched us were like water signs
No, I was just thinking the same thing.
or air signs
Yeah.
or whatever, earth
Yeah.
signs.
Well, I'm a Scorpio.
Mm-hmm. I'm a Cancer with a Pisces moon.
Okay, I'm a Leo moon.
So
We're water up in this bitch.
we are water up in this.
And there's another water sign. One of
There
our
is.
bosses
Yep.
is a Pisces.
Or one of our part owners is a Pisces. So we have the full water trifecta in the archive office.
Yep. 2 Geminis
2 Geminis.
and an Aquarius.
Yeah, we're all water and air.
Mhm.
Oh my God, we need to figure out what Kayliana is.
I
Why
want
do
to
I feel like
guess.
she's a water sign?
Okay, I was thinking
Or
water
an earth.
or okay. I was low-key thinking Aquarius, but
Really?
we'll see.
She does have like a really cool, funky, future forward style.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll have to ask her.
Aquarius. I don't know.
I don't know. She also seems so, every time she comes in, she is so calm and grounded. She is so sweet.
That is true.
Like a really relaxing presence about her.
That's true.
She never seems flustered.
No. No stress.
No, she's chill.
Yeah.
So she could be an earth sign
Okay.
or a water.
We got to ask her.
Yeah.
We'll find
Phil
out.
kind of seems like that as a Pisces.
Yeah, true.
There's a chillness about him.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I mean, I'm chill sometimes, but like 95% of the time I'm not. I'm not chill like that.
You're okay. I don't know the right word to say because like you are chill like,
I'm
as a
relaxed.
person. Like you're not like you're chaotic,
Yeah.
but in a chill way.
Things don't bother me,
Yes.
but everything is always moving very quickly.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I don't even know if I'm chill at this point.
I feel like if you are, it would probably be the same area as
Yeah. Like I used to think I was chill and I feel like it's maybe gotten less chill.
I mean, maybe you were. Maybe I was more chill or
Yeah.
less chill.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens. That's the thing about signs. I actually have this conversation with so many people. As you know, I really like it. I'm really into it. Merely for fun. Like, I wouldn't put myself in a category of, I never make judgments on others based on what their sign is because that's not the point.
For sure.
I don't love pop astrology. I think it's fun to play around with. Like, oh my God, if you're Cancer, you're pink, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's so nuanced and has so much depth. And so I have this conversation with people and they'll be like, oh, well, why do you think it's real? And I'm like, I don't know if that's really the point.
You're not taking it so literally.
It's not about being real or not real.
Mm-hmm.
I once read that it's the longest form of human observation of all time because it's been around for so long. And there are so many variations of astrology across the world. I think that's beautiful. Interpretations of the same mentality is really special. But I like thinking about it as the longest form of observation.
And if anything else, it's just fun.
It's just fun.
Like, let us have fun. Let me
language.
Let me like read something, whether it is actually describing me or not, and like reflect if like this makes sense to me. Like, is this how I am? Is this how my personality is? Like, there are lots of ways to use it just as like a tool to like learn things. It doesn't have to be, I am this way.
Yeah, a guideline.
Yeah.
Just to look at maybe for just for self-reflection, the purpose of self-reflection. And also I think what's cool about the idea of it being the longest system of observation is that when we talk about observation by humans, like that's flawed.
Yeah.
So I might observe something that's not necessarily an absolute finite 100% fact. I mean, I have all of these instruments and circumstances and all these things that make my observation of things, you know, my lens, they color the observation that I have of things. And so when we think about it that way, we don't have to hold astrology to a standard that is imperceptible.
For sure.
It can just be, it can be fluid. It can, you know, be a little boundaryless. But just something to, you know, no, when we talk about it, I know we feel this way about it.
Yeah, no, I know. But yeah, we're not that woo-woo with it. Like,
no.
It's, I mean, we are a little woo-woo, but it's like in a very fun, thoughtful way.
We love science.
Yes, I love science.
I do too. And I believe in science.
Yes.
And I believe in things that are finite. Do I like a little, you know, trine from Jupiter to the sun? Yeah, sure.
A little bit of magic.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need a little bit of magic and fun.
You're going to have to read my tarot on the show once.
Okay.
Sometime.
If you're prepared for that.
I'm hella prepared. No, you can read me to fills. I think that would be great.
Yeah, that'd be cute. Okay, so you are a water sign. Obviously, I know that. I know your entire chart, actually. Everything about your astrology, I know.
You know everything about me.
But your partner is an air sign.
Yes, Gemini.
Okay, so the vibe, how do you feel about that as a pair?
I feel like it works well. I love Gemini. Mac's a Gemini. Lindsay's a Gemini. Gabe's a Gemini. I am a very, like, I feel like reserved person. And so any chaos, like crazy energy, which I feel like is Gemini, I really enjoy. I feel like I need that to bring it out of me. So I feel like it works well. Scorp and Gemini.
It's a good pairing.
They're like
water signs and air.
Yeah, I think it goes well.
They're both like little boundaryless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like
fluid.
Maybe
boundaryless wasn't the right word.
Fluid's good.
Like, I mean, if you can't, you know, you can put them in a container, but they take whatever form.
What do you think is a more like grounding sign? Gemini or Scorpio?
Between the two?
Or like grounded?
Well, I think on first glance, it's actually Scorpio. I mean, Scorpio is, all of the action is inside, but all of, you know, the choices in the physical world, maybe not always, like emotion is very, very easily overcomes, but that's because it's kept locked down.
Well, all the choices are very like calculated, I feel like.
I think
and
so
like
too.
Everything that's like presented is calculated because there's so much like inner thought that it's like whatever I say is going to be exactly what I like want to be out there.
Things are happening. However, I think a Scorpio is more inclined to snap than a Gemini, because I don't think Gemini puts so many limitations on the way that their innards are displayed to the public. Because there's like a protection that's involved with Scorpio that's not involved with Gemini. Not in the same way. It's like a different style.
Yeah. No.
But we're only talking about sun signs.
True.
Then there's moon, then there's rising, Mars, blah, 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 all this stuff. Oh, just really fun and like way too big of a conversation.
That would take like another 3 hours for us to do,
For sure.
which I would love to, but
We'll do it sometime.
yeah.
But as a pair, I feel like water and air is like a nice little duo. I use a lot of water and air.
What's your boyfriend?
He is Earth,
Okay. Sagittarius?
Capricorn.
Okay.
And since I'm
Is
Cancer,
Sagittarius fire?
Sag is fire.
Okay. Okay.
He has a lot of fire placements.
Okay.
But we are exact opposite of each other on the zodiacal wheel.
Mm.
And so in our case, he's very grounded and stable and like level,
Mhm.
and I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm like the more wild, unkempt one.
I think that sounds like an ideal situation though for a relationship.
It's
Like
great.
there can be both, like, you know, it can work where like both people are really similar and chaotic,
Mm-hmm.
but then also it works so well, I feel like, when you have like opposites in a relationship.
Fabulous balance. I've never had a relationship with any person before who's a Capricorn, like exact opposite of me. But yeah, I don't know. It works really well.
Yeah.
There's always a level, but then there's always fun.
Yeah.
You know, someone's always pushing to adventure and do something fun, and someone is always, even though he's always willing to do all those things, I don't know, he's very peaceful.
Yeah.
Like
That
he has a
sounds
peacefulness
fantastic.
about him. So that's
Yeah.
really fun. But all of my best friends, for the most part, air and water.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are not a lot of earth signs in my life. He might be the only one.
I don't think. What's Earth? Capricorn?
Taurus, Virgo.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some Virgo energy
Yeah.
in there.
I
But
know a couple,
yeah,
but I agree. Pretty much all of my friends are water signs or like Gemini.
water.
Yeah.
I have some Libra in there. I have a ton of Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
I think water signs and Geminis like magnetize towards each other.
We're, like,
I don't know what it is.
Geminis and water signs in Cincinnati are like grouped up.
Water signs are like pop off, go crazy.
Yeah.
We're like, do it, say
Yeah.
it,
We're like whispering
it.
in their ear, like,
do a flip,
yeah.
go crazy,
And then they do it.
and then they do it, and we're just enamored and in love.
Yeah.
But
It's a great pair.
some airline stuff too, so I love that, you know. But it's
Yeah.
a good pairing.
Should we guess just a couple brands as zodiacs?
100%.
So on the Gemini talk,
Uh-huh.
if any brand were a Gemini, what would it be?
Well, I think you have already said this, but is it Balenciaga?
I think so.
It has to be.
I like racked my brain about every other brand that we have in the shop, and like nothing else makes sense.
No, it's Balenciaga.
It has to be
I think.
Balenciaga.
Just willing to go there, a little more outrageous, like can kind of be many things, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
It has to be.
What's Scorpio?
Well, originally I think Prada.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But after thinking about it a little bit, like it could be Celine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they really could both work.
Okay, I completely agree.
Originally I think Prada, but as a backup, Celine.
I think that seems to be right. Anytime I associate like office siren with a brand, it's very Prada.
Yeah.
It's very Miu Miu.
Yeah.
And that seems to have the severity that Scorpio has, almost the seriousness.
Mm-hmm.
Even though inside like lots of fun things are going on, and
Yeah.
it's not really that serious.
Yeah, no, but outwardly very like cutthroat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's Prada.
Okay.
To me.
I think so too. I think Celine's a good backup because of that severity and that seriousness.
Well, one that I know without a doubt is Versace is a Leo.
Versace is a Leo.
That is just true.
Vivian is Sagittarius.
Yes. 1000%.
No explanation needed.
It's clear.
It's very clear.
Yeah.
I think Cancer, we sort of deliberated on this one time and, you know, we kind of weren't sure, but Dior?
I think so. That one is still stumping me slightly, but I think Dior works.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it works.
I mean, there's seriousness.
What about Loewe?
There's playfulness. Loewe could work, but I don't think it goes as... Loewe is a serious brand to me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not, though. I mean, I know they do like some really fun keychains and silhouettes and fun things like that, but I don't know if there's enough. I'm biased, obviously.
Yeah, you're like, I'm
like,
that's not it. I'm not Loewe.
I love Loewe.
Yeah. No, I think Dior's probably
There has to be playfulness, almost like a childlike.
Loewe's not playful.
Loewe's not playful.
No.
And even when it is, it's very serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think Dior is a good fit. There are more austere bags within the Dior silhouettes.
Yeah.
There are more playful bags within the Dior silhouette.
Definitely. Which cancers both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really can be depending on the day.
And another one that I just remembered we had talked about earlier was Capricorn and Chanel.
Capricorn and Chanel.
And that really fits.
There's no chance that it's any other
That
way.
really fits to me.
Means business.
Yeah.
Very, very serious.
The grind. Like,
Soft on the inside.
yeah.
24 karat gold.
Yep.
We'll climb that mountain. Something about it is just right.
It's perfect. We should talk a little bit about Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, love, friendship, broadly, but we can go into it a little bit.
Okay, I agree, because as we mentioned before, this episode's coming out on Valentine's Day. I did a little research ahead of the podcast on, like, where did Valentine's Day start and what's it about? And let me tell you, it's dark-sided.
So the point where you, like, didn't even want to...
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's maybe not that serious.
Yeah.
It's not...
But it opens up topics that, like, probably we don't want to talk about right now.
Yeah, that I think probably would require more time and also are just weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of bizarre.
Look it up.
There's also different accounts of where Valentine's Day started. It could have been Rome. It could have been from, Christianity. I think Saint Valentine was a real person. But what I'm more interested in talking about is Galentine's Day, which I think is hysterical.
Well, I think we can just ask the question, what do we care about more?
Galentine's Day.
I agree.
Galentine's Day, 100%. Not that you ever need an excuse to, like, love on your friends and appreciate them, but it's way more fun to, like, kiki and celebrate your love of your best friends. It's not a birthday. I'm a birthday. I love birthday.
You're a birthday.
I live for birthday's best holiday. You will never convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much like a glorified girl dinner, which is like one of our favorite things. So, turning it into like a true event is really fun.
It's so good. Did you know it started on Parks and Rec?
No.
It was first said on Parks and Rec.
Ever?
I mean, maybe someone else somewhere said it, but it didn't become popular until there was like an episode about Galentine's Day.
Wow.
Which I think is hilarious.
I mean, I love that show.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's so good. But Galentine's Day above Valentine's Day to rule them all. Here's maybe why. When you think about Valentine's Day with your partner or whatever, your loved one, maybe it becomes about like, oh, I have to buy you a gift. Oh, I have to buy into this holiday in order to show you affection. Who's going to the nicest restaurant? Who got the best gift? Who's doing this? Which defeats the entire purpose of having another opportunity to love someone harder or louder. But with Galentine's Day or your best friends, whoever they may be, it's not a monetized holiday. It's just a celebration.
It's just hanging out with the girls.
Yeah.
Or whoever.
Everyone who's celebrating Valentine's Day is like, oh, it's about money.
Yeah. No, I know.
But like on a grand scale.
But Valentine's Day is a monetized holiday, just like all of them. I mean, we can talk about later, like the cliche gifts and all of that stuff. But I mean, I feel like for me, Valentine's Day, it definitely gets lost because it's just like, especially with, and maybe this is different for other people, but for me and my boyfriend, like we've been together for a long time now. So at this point, I'm like, every day we're doing this, like, we go to dinner all the time. We do this all the time. Like, I don't really need another day to like go out with you. Like, of course you could give them flowers or write a cute little note. Like, that's always thoughtful, but it's just been lost for me. Like, I don't need that day to celebrate anything.
Agree.
But Galentine's Day, I'm like, yeah, I need a reason to hang out with everyone.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Any excuse to be with and celebrate my friends, our friends,
Yeah.
each other is like incredible. We'll seize every opportunity.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing anything for Valentine's Day?
No. Not that, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, we're going to Louisville on Saturday to see Father John Misty.
Fun.
So that's kind of like, I don't know. That's, I guess, our little Valentine's Day trip. But I don't know. We'll probably just cook dinner like we always do. Maybe have a little wine.
Yeah.
It feels like it's hard for me to get into certain holidays like that. Like to get into like the real, like, I don't know, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, like even those, like the only reason I enjoy it and why it's exciting is because I can go home and like hang out with old friends and my family. But it's not because I actually care about Thanksgiving or Christmas, you know?
Totally.
So Valentine's Day is similar. It's like, well, I'm hanging out with you every single day and we're getting dinner like all the time and making dinner all the time. So to me, yeah, just, it's kind of irrelevant.
Hey.
It's just irrelevant to me.
It's just another day.
Yeah.
I like it for its silliness and fun, but not in a serious way.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
we're not doing anything either. We're just gonna be at home.
Yeah.
And probably have some wine.
Perfect.
And have like a yummy dinner to make at home.
Yeah.
And watch a movie or play a board game.
Like whatever.
Or like something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Galentine's over Valentine's 100%.
For sure.
There's just a truer essence to it.
Yeah.
And I love platonic love. Like that's something that I've been thinking a lot about as we're discussing topics to talk about on the skirt. As we're talking about Valentine's Day, looking up the history of that weird ass holiday.
I'm scared. I'm like, deep dive into that.
I don't know if it's even, I like took a quick glance at it and I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to brush
Can't
that.
go there.
I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be discussed. We're not a historical podcast.
Yeah. Not yet.
Not yet. I would like to be in some instances.
Yeah.
But, you know, then I was thinking about Galentine's and honestly thinking, do I want to go out and do something? It's where we are. If you're not in Cincinnati, Ohio, it's like so cold and rainy and gross and wet and snowy and sludgy. So it's hard for me to like leave my shell in those times. But then after thinking about it, you know, returning back to the idea of platonic love, and especially when you're in any kind of relationship at all, it's so important to like prioritize time for friendship. In fact, should probably be number one priority.
Definitely.
Because, you know, my boyfriend's like my partner. We have not been together nearly as long as, you know, you and yours. But like, you know, we do stuff together that makes life like easier and whatever. But
I want to be with them all the time.
We are together all the time.
Yeah.
You got to get out there and go. So,
yeah,
you know, when we were talking about Galentine's Day plans, I was like, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Gotta do something.
An opportunity to dress up and go love on my people.
Yeah.
And platonic love is so important. This is like a hot take that we'll have to deep dive into later probably. But it's so important to show your friends love and physical love, you know, if that's something that they also feel. And like, it's important to be in love with your I'm in love with my friend.
Oh yeah, like obsessed.
I'm in love.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think if you're not in love with your friends, maybe like they're not that good of friends.
Totally.
I mean, like, granted, we have a really good group of ladies in our lives and stuff, but I mean, the friends I've had for my whole life. Like, they are family. I'm obsessed with them.
They're my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are my family.
I think it's important, for sure.
In love with my friends. I would, I hug my friend. I mean, I'm a very touchy person. And obviously with respect to, like, whether or not people also feel that way. Like, if someone's not like that, I don't feel like, oh my God, they don't love me.
Yeah.
But having that and being able to share that, like, oh, just like a fabulous hug with your best friend is like nothing else.
I think you put something in like the script doc, and it made me think about who is the best hugger that you know, like who gives the absolute best hug.
That's really hard because there's so many.
Mine's corny as
Is it me?
No, it's I love it. It's I was really trying to think about it, and I was like, no one hugs me like my mom.
Okay, a hug from your mom is like,
It's like,
I agree. I love a really good hug
yeah,
because, it's next level.
yeah.
Mac is a good hugger.
Mac is a good hugger.
He's like a squeezer.
That's what I need from a hug. I can't do like a
soft pat.
like a light, barely hug.
I don't like that.
Like, don't hug me then.
No.
Like, it needs to be a squeeze for sure.
I don't know. I honestly can't think of anyone that I know that I love to hug. That's not a great hugger.
Yeah.
Tarn is a really good hugger.
Yeah.
Like enveloped.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Madeline and I always have great hugs. Laura and Khalees, I don't know.
Everyone's a good hugger.
Tess. Tess is a great hugger.
Okay.
Tess is like a love you with every fiber of her being type of human being, which is
Yeah.
chef's kiss.
Mm-hmm.
And she will hug you like that.
Yeah.
And it feels amazing. And you're just like,
Yeah.
ah.
A good hug really will like make your day so much better.
Platonic love is so important. It's also important, just in the same way we're talking about if you have a partner that you have to make sure that you spend time with your friends, like platonic love is the same way. It's putting boundaries on the way that we love each other and how we love each other based on the nature of our relationship. Obviously to a certain extent, but that's bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, I want to love on my friends. I want, that love is like, it's hug worthy. It's hand holding worthy.
Really intimate. Like,
Intimate.
just as intimate in a slightly different way, obviously, but it's extremely intimate way, like to have a very close friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to hug and to hold hands. Like, holding hands with my best friends is like peak experience for me.
Saying I love you.
Saying I love you.
That is a big one that I feel like I didn't do as much, honestly, until maybe like a few years ago. And I don't know what started it, but like I would just be like, okay, love you. And it felt kind of weird at first, but now it's like every time I'm like, okay, love you. Like constantly. Like, you got to tell your friends that you love them.
I'm a big I love you-er.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah, you are.
love I want everyone to know. Love means so many things. Like,
Sure.
there's different versions of I love you, but I love.
It's definitely, it's high up there in the vocabulary. Love and fuck.
Yeah.
Those are both words that we say a
We're
lot.
keeping that one in.
Yeah.
Of all the
We have
ones
to.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Platonic love is so good. And then, that translates into the way that we see ourselves and the way we look at others. When you look at your friends, especially women looking at women, when we look at the women in our lives and we love them, it breeds self-acceptance.
For sure.
Like, I, look at all the people that I love and admire so deeply, mostly women, and it makes it easier to love myself. It influences my style.
Yeah.
It informs my creativity. It makes me a more well-rounded, empathetic person to love and to be loved.
Yeah. Gabe and I were just talking about this actually, just about how like, just even if you don't feel it 100% of the time, like not everyone, I'm someone who's like that. Like, I can't be happy, in a great mood, loving constantly. But even if you have to force it sometimes, if it doesn't feel natural, like that will make you feel so much better. And it's like a muscle you have to flex, to get better at it and to be more open and loving yourself. I mean, you cannot, well, they go hand in hand. It's like you can't love other people until you love yourself. But also if you're hating or judging or not loving the people who are closest to you, the people that you respect the most, like you're definitely not loving yourself.
For sure. It's just so important to express those things that you feel to others, because it really breeds the sense of understanding what you're worthy of.
Yeah.
And knowing that other people can love you in the same way.
Yeah.
It's glamorous. It's so glamorous. Actually, there's nothing more glamorous and
It's
more
romantic and like,
and chic and artistic and
Mhm.
fabulous and beautiful and perfect in the whole world. Probably.
having girls in your life it's got to be done. I
It's
mean,
the best.
yeah.
If you can think of like one of the first things or instances or something. I don't know. It doesn't even have to be like a specific thing, but just thinking about the inception of glamour and how that came to you or came to be important to you. Does anything come to mind?
Honestly, I feel like most of my life, like high school, college, glamour was not a part of it at all. Like, I mean, at least what I think of now as glamour of like skincare and doing my hair and having nice clothes and bags and stuff like that. Like, that was not a thought at all. I don't really know when that started.
Sure.
I mean, maybe working here, maybe as some of my other friends like grew into that a little bit more, I started to get interested in that. Like, I would see one of my friends have a super cool outfit or get their hair done, like a cool haircut. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should care about this. Like, you look so sick. But I honestly cannot think of a very specific time, but definitely working here, whether this is a good or bad thing, being around like designer things and luxury things, it has definitely made me more aware of that and kind of crave it. Yeah, to be determined if that's good or bad, but it's definitely more on my mind now, being around it constantly.
That's interesting that you talked about what glamour means to you, because I don't know that I had thought about that when I previously heard that question, because I actually heard that on Bella Freud's podcast, who I've recently become very much in love with. Most amazing voice of all time. And among a million other things.
Yeah.
But she was asking it in a maybe like a slightly different context. I think it was more familial. But I never thought about the meaning of the word glamour in relation to that question.
Yeah, what does glamour mean to you?
Well, I put that question down and then I thought, what's my answer? And I have two things. My mom, for some reason when I was a kid and still to this day, and my grandma too. I love people's hands. Like, I think hands are glamorous. I don't know how else to say it.
So niche.
Like a beautiful hand. I don't know. I guess all hands are beautiful, but
they're definitely like good looking hands.
And they're intimate. I don't know. Something I remember always thinking as a kid that I hoped that my hands would look like my mom's and my grandma's one day.
Wow.
And my mom is very like huggy, feely, squeezy, kind of person. So maybe that has something to do with it. And she always wore silver jewelry, like her whole life, still to this day. And she would have, really simple but beautiful silver jewelry. And she wore a lot of linen. And then I think about moments that are sort of like idyllic to me from childhood. And they would be, summertime, like curtains blowing because all the windows were open. Like, that is maybe not the truest sense of the word glamour, but that's what I picture when I think of my first instance of glamour.
That speaks more to me of like glamorous, like more of a glamorous lifestyle versus like specific material things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
like luxuries, like some, and maybe looking back on it as an adult, like those are things that I think are sort of glamorous. Like, in my home, having every window open and big billowy curtains in the wind is like glamorous. Or like
sitting out on my porch on my new little chair and like reading a book.
Your garden, your amazing vegetable garden that you have that bunnies live in and everything that is so glamorous. Obviously, also so are so many other things, like a bathroom that's tiled from floor to ceiling, or a fabulous Fendi baguette, or your favorite lipstick or your favorite perfume. But
Clinique Black Honey.
I know.
Glamour, baby.
I want to get some of that because
you
wear it and it's so pretty.
Yeah.
But that's really interesting. I want to think about what glamour means.
I mean, maybe it's the word that's just throwing me, but if I think of it as like romantic, maybe that works better, like romanticizing things. Like,
totally.
There are lots of things that, from childhood or up until now that have been romantic, like not actually romantic, but like feel romantic. I mean, the first time I had money to go out to dinner with a friend or something, or like when you first got your license, things like that. Those stand out to me as, feeling so adult and independent.
But freedom is totally romantic.
Yeah.
Because it's Valentine's Day and Galentine's Day, and we had a lot of good talks tonight about loving your friends. We didn't get to love languages, which I know we wanted to discuss tonight, but I did want to say one new love language that I think comes to mind is when people like, subscribe, and comment on the podcast.
Yes, that is the most important one, actually.
Yeah, that is vital to me now.
Yep.
And on that note, I think that's the way we're going to wrap it up tonight. So anyways, happy Galentine's Day, Valentine's Day, however you celebrate.
Yeah.
That was a really, really good second episode. I have no idea what we're going to get into on the third.
No,
but
it'll be juicy. I know that.
To all of our soulmates who are viewers of The Skirt, we love you. Make sure you comment stuff that you want us to talk about. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll put all the Instagram things up on the screen, all the handles, and you can also find them in the description and bio of our YouTube, so go there and check that out. Anyways, I hope you had fun, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Bye.